Hey guys, welcome to this video, welcome to this channel. Thank you for joining me today. So today for our little devotion that I'm going to be doing, it's going to be about sin lurking in boredom. So clearly we're all have been feeling, I'm sure at one point or another, a little bored on this whole coronacation we've been having since March. And if you're weird like me, as a perfectionist, I like to be bored because that means I've gotten everything else that I needed to get done. And that's just like a great feeling for me. But obviously when it's an extended period of time, like something like being quarantined for like 4 months, boredom can drive you to insanity. So today I just wanted to warn you about the sin that lurks in boredom. Sometimes we can get a false sense of security since we may not be actively rebelling against God like some of our friends or family members. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes if you're a Christian and you identify as a Christian and that's who you are, sometimes you can compare yourself to others and say, well, at least I'm not like them. At least I'm not doing that. So I'm not that bad. But my mom always tells me to keep a vertical gaze. And not only does that help keeping a vertical gaze with when you are messing up, when other people are doing better than you, but when your sinful and fleshly nature wants to compare yourself to others who you're better off than. You know what I mean? But I want to warn you rather that we are still susceptible to the devil's schemes and plans. The only difference between our temptations and our friend who's rebelling is that we know how to combat those temptations, because Satan isn't getting the virus. So he's going to attack you spiritually by poking holes in your faith. You know, sometimes I was thinking, I think it was like still in March, I was going to sleep and God gave me this word, and it was, in this time of quarantine, Satan is going to try and bind people back in the chain. No, what was it? Oh man. Satan's going to try and bind people back in the sins that Jesus broke the chains to long ago. And I don't know, that just really spoke to me. So I hope I can pass that along and that can minister to you. But not only the doubts that you may or may not have right now, but also in your Achilles heel, your past sins that might have separated you from the Most High. You know, because as Christians, we're gonna have doubts, and God said, you know, that's okay. Just bring it to me and ask me to answer those questions, or ask me to show you who you can talk to, who can answer those questions. In this time of quarantine, we need to keep our eyes on Jesus and align our hearts with Him. Our hearts are restless. We need to be doing something constantly, no matter how lazy you may or may not feel. Whether that's beneficial things to our soul or detrimental things, that's really our choice. So I encourage you guys, especially if you don't have like a daily devotion or something you're doing, or a Bible reading plan, I encourage you to get the YouVersion app. I have it. I love it. I do so many plans on it. Well, that sounds really braggy. It's not supposed to. I like have 6 plans going that all like would have finished like last month. I just haven't finished them. But still, I love it. That's how I start my day. And you know, it just gets you going off on the right foot. We're also going to ignore this stain right here because I just noticed it. And I just threw the shirt on. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope this was able to encourage you, and honestly just to be a reminder to keep you on your toes, because you know, Satan, what is it? The verse says, I don't even know where the verse is, but it says he prowls around like a roaring lion. It's something like that. He's a roaring lion and he's looking to devour you. So though that may sound kind of scary and intimidating, I want you to remember that, you know, our God is the ultimate winner of everything. And he's the victor. And I don't know, we have nothing to fear. That's what I'm trying to say. No matter how scary the temptations and the devil may seem, God is bigger and God is better and God has already won. So I really hope this was able to encourage you. I know it's kind of all over the place. That seems to be an ongoing theme in these videos. But I hope you guys were able to get a lot out of this, and I will see you hopefully on Wednesday.